Hi guys, God bless you. So, I understand that a lot of people are going through some kind of pain. But the whole reason why God puts people through pain is because God wants growth out of people. They want people to grow. They want people to mature into what love is meant to be on earth. So I actually asked God, I'm like, so why are so many people in pain? And I got the words, reflect on commandments day and night. And so I'm like, oh, I know there's verses in the Bible that basically are all about that. And for example, Psalm 1:2, but they delight in the law of the Lord, meditating on it day and night. So that's something that a lot of people should be doing, is getting a lot more in tuned with following commandments and doing their best to avoid sin. Sins are the precursors to breaking commands. So for the people that sin, they're actually inviting essentially evil and depressing forces that will cause people to break commandments and just cause general malaise in people's lives. Also, part of my purpose on earth is to essentially tell people the truth about how eating meat is actually destructive to us. So I'm going to go back to the beginning, all right? Right from the beginning, when God created Adam and Eve. When God created Adam and Eve did not know what killing was. They didn't know what cheating was. They didn't know what lying was. They didn't know what any of these, essentially didn't know what it was to break commandments at all. And guess what? They were vegan. Why were they vegan? Because the thought to kill did not even cross their mind. And I'm thinking a lot of, I think a lot of people are getting really depressed is because they're not taking thou shalt not kill into consideration. And that includes second degree murder. There's a lot of animals that are mistreated. And I'm quite certain that when people eat these animals that have gone through extreme suffering, that suffering is passed on to the people that eat them. Not only that, but when people eat animal products in general, essentially it creates an acid byproduct in the body that eats away at cells, DNA, and enzymes, causing the body to age faster, as well as making us extremely more prone to essentially all illnesses and diseases. So we should not even be eating meat or animal products. We should not be. And if you look at research of essentially what animal agriculture is doing to our world, it's not good for our world either. And clearly, God wants us to have compassion. I think the reason why a lot of people are getting depressed is because God is getting adamant that we have to level up. And that includes not only having compassion for people, but also for animals, and wake up to the truth that essentially we should not be killing. We should not be contributing to killing. Isaiah 11:6, essentially when they talk about how the predator and prey lay together and they're being led by a little child, they're being led by a little child because a little child does not even think to kill. And in order for us to evolve in our human consciousness, in order for us to evolve back to heaven on earth, killing should not be part of our minds. Killing should not be part of our hearts. And also, if you study the research that's been done about veganism, it's extremely good for our health. It's extremely good for our planet. It's extremely good for animals. And yeah, treat others as you wish to be treated. That's something that should be applied to all sentient life, not just people. So reflect on commandments day and night, and now it's time to get deeper in those commandments. It is time to really see the truth of what thou shalt not kill actually means. because I could swear that a lot of people are going through a lot of suffering and a lot of pain because they are obliviously putting entities with feelings through supreme suffering and torment and are thinking nothing of it. And now God's like, wake up. See what you're doing to others. We are so disconnected from what we eat. Essentially, we go to a store and just get whatever we need. And a lot of animals, especially for people that eat meat, or animal products in general, they don't know where that's coming from. They have no idea of the torment and suffering that they put those animals, that they indirectly put those animals through to satisfy their taste buds, to essentially destroy themselves faster. So, thou shalt not kill, you guys. It's not only an applicable thing when it comes to animals, but also ourselves. Because when we essentially contribute to killing, by essentially killing animals to eat them, we are essentially killing ourselves in the process. Because of that acidic byproduct that's eating away at our cells, DNA, and enzymes, causing us to age faster and to be susceptible to all illnesses and diseases. So I think a lot of people are going through a lot of pain and suffering is because they need to level up and start realizing that compassion has to be applied across the board. To our earth, to our animals, to just everyone and everything. So, yeah, meditate on the commandments day and night, you guys. And it's time to go deeper. Just remember, go back to Adam and Eve before they ate the forbidden fruit. They didn't know what killing was. They didn't know what lies were. They didn't know what cheating was. They didn't know what stealing was. That was not part of their minds. They had no idea. That was not part of their hearts or minds. And if we want to get back to heaven on earth, we have to reflect and go back into the way it was when Adam and Eve were created. Because that was heaven on earth. Adam and Eve followed commandments and didn't sin. And that was just what they did. And it wasn't until after they ate the forbidden fruit that essentially they started to kill, to eat meat. So it's time to level up. Times to start having compassion for entities with feelings. Time to start looking at things from a much broader yet deeper scale. So reflect on the commandments day and night, and it's time to go deeper. Because as I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are suffering because they're not going that deep. Anyway, hope that helps you guys. God bless you all. Take care.